Hello Cancer, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. This is your February 1st until the 10th general love reading. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. It may apply to any form of love connection, romantic, platonic, or even family, as long as you feel love for that person. Thank you guys for your likes and shares and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're interested for a private reading, please check my information down below. I already pre-shuffled these cards and premeditated prior to recording, so let's see what's going on for Cancer. This deck is the Fountain Tarot deck. Five of Cups in reverse, Judgment card in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. Recently, it feels, Cancer, that things are not going according to your plan, or for some of you, things are not really going according to how you like it to go. There are things that are shocking for you, things that you thought that was not going to happen, but it happened. Things just sort of like turned upside down. Certainly, there was something that you found out that was so shocking that it turned your world upside down. And it feels like you completely did not see this coming. So that's why all of the cards were in reverse. It also feels like there was a situation that changed your perspective because you did not expect that. You're beginning to feel emotions that are allowing you to consider taking on another perspective, such as the Five of Cups in reverse here. Upright, this talks about crying over spilled milk. So it feels like in the recent past or recently, a situation caught your attention to look the other way. Alright? It feels like it could be with the Judgment card in reverse that you don't want to cry over spilled milk, but you're not as ready to jump into a new chapter of your life. Having realized your worth, you are no longer in the period of mourning, but you also know that you're not as ready to fully accept the situation and say that the past is the past. So it's kind of like a fear that's holding you back, Cancer, from living in the moment. It almost feels like with the Judgment card, you know, you're still living in the past, or like the past still matters to you. It could be regarding a King of Wands here, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone who's much older, someone who's much mature in energy, if not by age, then the energy that they bring in your life is kind of like the King of Wands. Very passionate, loves to have a situation in his or her control. Doesn't matter if it's a male or female, everyone has masculine and feminine side. So I think that this King of Wands is a person you've already dealt with in the past that was not sure of the relationship. At first, it was attraction at first sight, or could have been, to you, it seemed like love at first sight. This person, you know, lights up the whole room and they get your attention. They want to be in the spotlight. And you've placed this person in a spotlight in your life for far too long that it's hard for you to see that that light is exactly what brings you in a cycle of sadness, of mourning, and of crying over spilled milk. It feels like you can't still move forward from that kind of feeling you once felt when you met this person. For some of you, I feel like this person is highly attractive. You are very drawn to this person, and you can't see that kind of qualities anywhere else. So part of your mourning process is done, but you still look back on that person, secretly hoping for a reconciliation. Judgment card in reverse. You want a new beginning. You want this to have another chance, but it almost feels like you are almost done mourning. And because of that expectation from this person, you want to hear from this person again. You want to have a glimpse of this person. You want to actually interact with this person one more time. That it's hard for you to jump into this new chapter. and that is in the recent past. I think that for some of you, you accidentally bump into this person, or you have found out something about this person from the past that completely shocked you and changed your perspective about this person. Because you found something out that they might have done when you two were together, you felt totally different now. It's as if you said enough of the tears, enough of the crying, but it's so shocking that it's not allowing you to completely move forward just yet. All right, so it just kind of like woke you up, woke your emotions up. Hey, I'm done crying, and it's useless to keep on crying over this after finding out what they've done. So in the present circumstances, we have Nine of Wands, we have King of Cups in reverse. Wow, another King, and the Magician card. Alrighty, so there's indeed a new beginning on the horizon. We have the Magician. It's the first in the major arcana. It talks about action being taken. And I feel like with the Nine of Wands, you have been wounded in the past. You were put in a position where you waited and you waited for something to happen, for something to continue, for a relationship to have a second chance. But the more you waited for that, the more it felt impossible for you to reach that point. And you kept on going back and forth, you know. I think that you stole a lot of your life, of your time, to wait patiently for this person to come around. Nine of Wands also tells me here that you grew impatient over time. You felt like the more you waited, the more this person led you on, and because of that pattern of waiting and leading you on, it brought you nowhere near the happiness that you were waiting for, or that reconciliation you've been waiting for. You felt more of being frustrated, being impatient, that it led you to further disappointment. Nine of Wands. But the good news is, whatever you are stressing about, whatever this burden is, however it's heavy for you, it's going to come to an end. With an ending, of course, always comes a beginning. With the Magician card here, it's a major arcana. It's a universal energy. And the Magician, along with the King of Cups, it feels almost as if there's someone new here, or there's something here that's new in your life that can be a hobby, can be therapy, can be talking to some mentor, allowing you to heal your emotions. King of Cups in reverse over there could be someone new in your life, could be the same person as well, but there's just an energy here that's kind of like blocking you from being emotionally happy. It could be that someone has been manipulative, or someone is still manipulative, and you're finding some ways in order to block this person out of your life, to really stop yourself from communicating with this person. You are building walls to isolate yourself from this person who seemed a little manipulative, but you're also finding ways to solve the situation. You're finding ways to cope and heal from that situation, if you will. Could be in a form of talking to other people, or could just be, you know, rethinking of this plan of action that you have to protect yourself from this King of Cups. It could mean that this person is the same person from the past, being the same court card right there. But I highly feel like these are two different people. Both two of these people are kings though. So this means that they are both almost on the same level of maturity, of age, of energy. But unlike the King of Wands, who's kind of a bit of a player, or someone that doesn't stick around, or someone that doesn't have commitment in their vocabulary, this other person, on the other hand, could be emotionally unstable. Even though at the beginning felt like this person was into you, they felt like they were really serious about taking this to the next level. It's as if you found something out, again, that allowed you to be extra cautious when proceeding with this person, or could even mean a state where you're in, where you are very cautious about not letting anyone in your life that could potentially be manipulative. So you are trying to protect your energy here. There's kind of like an energy of being protective, being cautious, being on the lookout, like constantly checking your every move, almost to a point where you are isolating yourself from people who just want to reach out to you, because you think that all of them might just treat you the same way that this person have treated you in the past. With the Magician card over here, you highly doubt that this person, whoever this is, is sincere about their help, is sincere about the way they display their emotions. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering over there. I think that there's an air to this person where you just don't feel comfortable. You don't feel secure. You don't feel safe. You feel like this person has a lot that they keep under the rug, a lot of suspicions in your mind regarding this person's true intentions and true colors. I feel like they're persistent though. They're persistently trying to pursue you. They're doing many ways to get your attention and almost resorting to some form of emotional manipulation. King of Cups in reverse with the Magician card right there can mean someone who's emotionally manipulative or wants to have power play over your emotions because they desperately want you to stick around. But you, on the other hand, I feel like you are using all of your resources. You're manifesting the power of the spirit to make it happen in the earthly realm, to be able to protect your energy, your effort, your love, yourself in general, your whole being, from even being involved with this King of Cups in reverse, or just being put in that position where someone can take advantage of you, Cancer. So I think that right now you don't feel like you want to involve yourself with anyone, but you're actually procreatively looking for ways to better your life with the Magician over here. You are using and maximizing your potential to build something more stable for yourself. With the Magician over here, you know that you are able to go through this with much strength, that the work is not done yet, that you know you are spiritually guided, and that you have what it takes to make and manifest your dreams. So no matter how people around you are trying to distract you, are trying to manipulate you, you are not letting them win. You are aware of your power and you're not letting anyone step over your power. So that is a very good energy in general. We have the Magician right there. But in the contrary though, see, there's a message that says here, since you are in the state of being quite defensive and restraining yourself from interacting too much, don't let yourself go in an isolation mode too much, because there's also a danger to too much isolation. It may mean that yes, you are physically distancing yourself from this person, but the minute that your guards are down, say for example you are in a social gathering with the same person, it's not an assurance that you're already healed, because the true test of healing from a toxic person and situation is when you know, sometimes you can be in the same avenue, same place, same room, and that's where you can actually feel if you're comfortable being around that person, because you have a strong sense of protectiveness in you to say no, not letting them in, not letting them manipulate you, not letting their words affect you, not letting, you know, them even get your attention. So I think that that is the true test. Isolation can work best when you're still here trying to heal yourself from the situation, because I do see you in this transition period where you're putting an ending to something and not completely over them, but knowing this person is not good for you. So you're still in that completion phase, and I think that you are nearing that cycle. So keep moving forward, keep focusing all of that energy and having faith that all of this will be over in due time. That card came out. We have Death card in reverse. This is in the future energy. So sometime in the future, I think that you know the work is not done. Just like I said, we have the Death card in reverse with the Magician. It almost feels like you are indeed in a liminal phase. By liminal, I mean 1 foot out the door and 1 foot outside the door already. So you're almost done clearing all of these energies, but you are just about to step into this new cycle, and things can be very vulnerable during this new stages. Why? Because you haven't fully experienced yourself in this new chapter. That's why all of these energies can come into play, and these people can resurface in your life trying to manipulate you or trying to make you go in a different direction, especially if it's an ex who still wants to bother you, who still wants to mess you up, or still wants you to stay around for their own benefit. So with the Death card right there, I think that You know, usually this talks about someone fearing change, someone who's restraining change. But I think that, yes, it can be true for some of you, because I did mention that even though you're done with mourning, you're not completely ready to take on a whole new journey because of your attachment with the King of Wands. So again, there's a message that's saying here, Cancer, don't let this person manipulate you. Don't let them. They're good with playing with words. See, they're good with saying sweet words, maybe giving you gifts, getting your attention, posting something on social media, sending you email, calling you in the middle of the night. Whatever their tactics is, I think that they know it somehow still works for you. So if you're not careful, you might fall into this person's trap. This person can be a bit of a con artist or a trickster. But if the magician in you is strong, know that you're being divinely protected. And as long as you keep yourself intact, your center whole, you won't fall into this person's trap. So again, with the Death card over there, like I mentioned, if you let this person manipulate you, then it feels like you are indeed stuck in this situation, Death card, fearing change, fearing letting go of this person altogether. Because, you know, if it's a yes, then it's a yes. If it's a no, it's a no. It's hard to be in the middle. At some point, you would feel, why am I messing myself up by being in this gray area where you don't know if it's over or if you guys are starting something new. So if you find yourself in the future feeling sorry for yourself, feeling bad about why you're even here, then the cards are saying, clear the energy right now. Don't let anyone, not even your own emotions oftentimes, because emotions can sometimes fool us. You know, longing for someone who's not good for us can fool our decision making. So if you find yourself that missing someone or someone putting words in your head, thoughts in your head, I mean, sorry for that background noise, guys. Going back to your reading. So if you find that you are in that spot where you just feel completely overwhelmed by this person trying to convince you, and in the future feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm in this situation where nothing has changed. I'm still here. I'm still stuck. I'm still kept here in the dark area. Well, at least now you know, Cancer, that you can try to minimize that from happening. You can try to at least become more aware of what this person is doing right now. It's kind of like messing you up internally. So before you get stuck in the situation, once again, the Death card in reverse, better make it clear now if you want this person or if you don't. Alright? Know that you are powerful and you have an effect in your future if you make the best decisions and the proper decisions. Look at that Death card and the Devil card. Before I say that this is a codependent relationship, it could even mean that because of this being stuck right there in the future, I think that you need to be careful of where you put your energy. There might be certain activities in your surroundings that you are tempted to do in order to heal yourself from the pain that you're feeling, to numb how you feel, be it substance abuse or overindulgence about something, or even, you know, going back to the very relationship that has caused you pain and hurt and exhausted you to begin with. Do not go back to that relationship. In reality, you can just free yourself from this devil energy. The definition of codependency is, of course, putting your happiness on something or someone without your emotional health or fulfillment being manifested. So you might be projecting in your head, or this person might be putting thoughts in your head, that the best possible decision so that you all can move forward is to get back together. But the moment you guys are back together, the same problems arise all over again. That's going to start to become more toxic than ever. That you're going to wish that, you know, you could have just said goodbye to this person sooner and just, you know, really stayed far away from this person as much as possible. So I think that that's the whole point of tarot, is to equip you, Cancer, of the possibilities of all of these energies in the future, so you can try to make a better gauge on your situation, and therefore knowing what's the best options when the time comes that you are faced in that situation. The devil energy also talks about you taking care of your health, by knowing what relationships you should be engaging on. If you know that someone already is showing red flags, if you know that this person is not good for you, is toxic, and is emotionally manipulative, you have the power to free yourself from this person and this relationship altogether. Because if you don't, then it's going to bring about baggage in your life, and that energy will enter in your life, and it's going to mess you up, kind of like a karmic energy, wherein if you don't do something about it, if you don't break away from this habit, it's really going to take over your life. It's going to affect your life, everything else in it. So I hope that you make the best decision, Cancer, as much as possible. Trust your intuition. Allow the spirit to guide you when making a decision. Hermit card. Could have been dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo. These are two major energies. Again, 3 energies in the future. So this means that in the future, there is something here that's meant to happen, and perhaps something inevitable. But with the Devil card being in the heart of your future reading, it means that don't try to fight this ending, because if you don't move away, if you don't move forward and cut this toxic devil energy in your life, it will definitely isolate you from things that will bring you closer to your happiness. The Hermit card talks about going within, finding a spiritual healing for yourself, going on a journey by cutting this toxic energy from your life. You don't need this. You don't need this entrapment, this self-sabotaging tendencies that may play around in your life. The minute that you isolate yourself is the minute you get more strength, the more realization and contemplation within you, allowing the spirit to enter your being and asking for wisdom and guidance and strength, most especially, to cut this devil energy in your life. Only then will this transformation happen. The Death card won't stay in reverse for far too long. Eventually, what the universe wants to happen is what will happen, for the reason that it wants to take away things and people that is not meant to be in your life, because it's not good for you. Eventually, all things will be taken away that's not good for you. Whatever is built on ego, whatever is built on superficial things, on fake love, on things that are stunning your growth, an idea maybe, a relationship maybe, or a way to view relationships, whatever that is, it's going to be changed. It's going to be a life-changing point in your life. So the longer that you hold on to this evil energy, the longer you will, have to heal yourself. But the sooner you let go of this, the sooner your healing will be complete. The Hermit card also reminds you of the danger of isolation. Like I mentioned a while ago, you may be isolating yourself, but the minute that you're back with this person, you don't have the ability to say no. So again, you put yourself in the same unhealthy relationship all over again, and it can further mess you up worse than the first time you were in it. So with the Hermit card, take all the time you need, go within to block the noise, to block this energy in your life, so you can fully realize what you deserve. Then after that, have the strength to remember the lessons in order to deal with this relationship on the best possible solution that you can come out of. Alright? So let's see. I'm going to get an advice card for you guys for Cancer for the period of February 1st until the 10th. Ace of Wands. I love this. There you go. It's going to be a brand new beginning for you guys. The moment you walk away and isolate from all of this and move forward, have peace with the past, have peace with yourself, and let go of whatever toxic and negative energy. The Magician and the Ace of Wands is kind of like your dreams manifesting. Whatever you're desiring, make some room for all of these positive new energies to bring in endless possibilities, but only if you're willing to do that. Ace of Wands reminds you of your power. It's kind of like an enlightenment. All of these dark energies, all of this being in the dark, being kept in the dark, isolating yourself from happiness, once you break free from this cycle, something warm is going to come to you. The sun will shine down on you. You feel like life is worth living again. You will feel a brand new you, more motivated, more passionate. It's like coming to life once again by freeing yourself from all of these energies, heavy energies in your life. So that is your reading, Cancer. I hope you meditate on this. Sending you guys love and light. I wish you guys all the best, and I'll talk to you soon.